Well, let me mute this so you don't get the stream banned.
All right. I think we're live. I think we're good to go. No idea why this is so zoomed in. Let's try some of this. All right. Welcome back to another Sandmet Industries live stream. This time, we're going to do some transmission work again. It's been a while since we've done a live stream, actually, like a whole month. I think last time we tried to do a stream. Well, no, we tried to stream some of the stuff when we built the truck. So that was 2 weeks ago?
Give or take.
Truck's done, by the way. It did take more than the 1 weekend, but I guess actually about a week. But all that was like parts limitations, trying to find stuff locally, like to build hoses, to do turbo drain lines.
And I've had to make like custom stuff at work for it. Wasn't really planned.
The injectors were a huge pain. The factory injectors for the FE,
they're just wild.
Yeah, so silly. That being said, though, we today are back. We're in the garage. Laptop set up back to how it's kind of supposed to be, ideally. Now we've cleaned up back here. I'll do a quick pan around, actually, because we did a lot of work today to get this clean.
By we, he means he. I didn't do shit.
Yeah, Steven was supposed to, because half the mess was his. But it's fine. We got it taken care of. And the front's not quite done yet, but look, all around V2, looking lovely.
I wouldn't say half. I'd say a quarter.
A lot of good stuff coming there soon. So finally a real upload to the channel is going to be coming, because we're going to be doing the install guide for the crank sensor right there. So my trans case is finally back from the shop. I've mounted the engine, the proper mods away. We'll explain more of that later. And then up front, there's still a bunch of crap there, but it's no big deal. We've rearranged back here, and we've prepped our surfaces a little bit better to be doing some more G6 6-speed transmission builds. But until then, we actually are going to be opening Steven's back up. We already completed this build. It's not been installed in the car yet, but the build itself has been finished. But Steven wants to take it back apart. Steven, why do you want to take it back apart?
Once I stop choking on a Reese cup.
I just broke here. There we go.
So there's a few differences between the mid case for the G6 and the G5. I don't know where the camera is.
So mid case, that's this section here. We have the bell housing side, mid case side, our end cap.
So these are the oil drip shields. Drip shield?
Drip
whatever.
Tray.
Drip
Tube.
Okay, tube stretching it. The metal one of my...
Drip trough.
I like trough. In my right hand, I think left of your screen because it's mirrored, is the stock G5 one's metal. The one on my left hand is plastic that came from the G6.
To be noted, almost all later G series are switched to plastic.
Yeah. It's not just the G6, just later G series transmissions. If you can notice, the G6 is longer, which makes sense because it's a longer transmission. That's why we used it.
Yeah, so this tab here is the same as that tab there. So in the transmission, they both bolt to that plane, like that. I'll try to get closer to the camera for a second. So the white background right there. So me lining them up, pinching them where they bolt on the trans. So you can see the plastic one, the G6, is about an inch longer, 12 millimeters or so, or you're not quite an inch, maybe closer to 12, 15 millimeters.
I think it's over an inch.
Hard to tell from here.
I mean, that's at least 6 inches.
And that's because the G6 obviously has a whole extra gear back here. We've noted before, if you watched any of our 6-speed transmission videos, that what makes the G6, how you can identify it from the outside, even a conversion, is its end cap. It has this reinforced aluminum end cap versus a normal 5-speed G-Series has a steel end cap. And that aluminum cap that's reinforced is also a bit longer because your 6 gear is all the way out here on the end. Normally, there's a really thin half gear that's part of the reverse system. It's not reverse gear, but like reverse system.
It's the reverse synchronizer.
Right. Now that 6 gears here, it's taller, the cap's bigger, and now there's bearings back here. This has no bearings in the 5-speed. The 6-speed is bearing here and bearing here. Those bearings need a little more lubrication. And they're sealed bearings, but you want to drip more lube over there. The gears themselves need lube. And this, I think the stock one does too. If you look in the cap, there's actually a little spot here for oil to come out, a little tube to go into the shaft. That tube gets oil from that little spot there. So that long drip tray, oil gets sloshed into it from the gear spinning. It travels down through the trough. The trough then dumps the oil into the end cap right there. It kind of pools up behind this little weld-on tab and then drips out from that into the shaft. And just that little bit of oil dripping into the shaft lubricates the inside of the shaft and keeps all the gears from seizing up. The G6, since this is deeper, needs a longer tube. So normally, we just use the plastic one. However, they're annoyingly fragile. Like, if I could borrow this one again. As a matter of fact, there's a broken one on the ground, or broken tip of one from a 5-speed. But you can
It's
get
right
close. You can see that it has notches cut into the side of it. So like right there, right by my middle finger, you'll see a notch for oil drip out the side of it. Then right down here, there's another notch for oil drip down the side. Same on the back, more notches for the oil drip down off the sides. Everywhere there's a notch, it's weaker. And the edge of the transmission midcase, so this stays stuck in the midcase. You take the end cap off, this stick is just protruding out the outside with that notch right on the edge. So if you bump this just any little bit, it just snaps off a little twig, which sucks. But what we think is after it's putting his together, it sounded like one of the gears is slightly rubbing the plastic, which would make sense because that black plastic is not meant to be in this mid case. It's meant to be in the G6 mid case, which is a different shape.
It's not only length, it's actual shape. Like, you can see they go off in opposite directions.
Right, so we think some of this is interfering in there. So what I was going to do was measure some of the interference later on and then purposely Dremel that off or cut into it a little bit, or just let it self-clearance because like it only made noise like on a very rare occasion, and it's just plastic. It won't hurt anything to wear off a bit of the edge.
But me personally, I was worried about it possibly breaking in half inside the case and just not having shaft lubrication anymore.
So what we're going to do today is tear this apart, and now that we've spun it by hand, see exactly where it's rubbing, how bad is it rubbing, and then consider welding an extension onto the end of the metal one so that way you can keep the metal mid-size one and just extend the tip by welding on a little extra bit of the trough to drip into that tray. Oh yeah, there's a broken tip of a 5-speed one just laying on the table from me moving the mid-case around from the Protege.
And there's a professionally formed metal drip tray extender piece.
Yes, I used the press and some. I think I used the key from a Woodruff key from Miata to make that width. Not bad.
I could probably actually make that diet work.
Probably. But I intend to use the plastic one if possible. If it looks not possible, I won't. But I'm hoping that just works
Personally,
out.
I wouldn't, but that's just personally. I like metal. Plastic sucks.
Mazda ditched it pretty quick.
Well, it's because that's cheaper to make.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that plastic one's better.
Probably not.
But that's going to require us completely disassembling this transmission once again. Because we got to take the entire mid case off.
Yep. So there's those. I'm going to grab the baby impact and a tub for the hardware. At least it's not full of oil this time. A little while since I've done this. I'm trying to think. We're going to need this. We're going to need a hammer. We're going to need our punch set.
Yeah, I started to put the suspension on the black car, so I kind of got in the mood of doing stuff to it.
Yeah.
So unless you actually...
That's what I'm trying to get to with V2. That's why I want to film this guy video for the crankshaft. Oh, this engine is really sexy. I should finish this build.
So unless you actually like hurry up with your build, I might end up just being the first 6-speed.
Or Sean will be.
Oh, is he doing one?
Yeah, he's the first person to actually pay for like everything to get done.
Oh.
And he's asking, hey, when can it be done? I'm like, not till later summer.
Well, if he's going to be the possible first one, I'll definitely be the first one then.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you're gonna be here when we build his anyway, so
Yeah.
we'll know. Oh yeah, Indian.
Because I just need to finish putting that motor back together then I can slap this in the car. That supercharged motor is definitely not like gonna last long in the car. It's more or less just for fun. That way I can take the motor that's in there out and get it cleaned up really nice.
You can also try putting those other boots on. You see if the smaller boots fit the bigger spot. Oh hey, nice organized bin system with parts. How cool!
You know, it'd be even cooler if half of these end cap bolts were actually tight. Jesus. Oh, that definitely wasn't going to leak beforehand. We had that thing sealed down real nice. Well, if we put the metal one in here, you can have my plastic one. Because I'm not going to need it. And it's still good for now.
Hope I don't break any more, too. I'd like to stop breaking them, at least. Yeah, this guy fits.
I think that's the one I got on there now anyways.
You're the big one. You're the OG one.
Right? Besides that little cut right there, it's good.
Yeah, besides the fact that it's cut and not on it.
I mean, if this one doesn't want to fit over it, that one definitely doesn't want to.
I'm thinking it should, because that's the same seal.
Yeah.
The seal's the same for all of them. I'm guessing the rod's the same diameter, more or less. So I have a feeling it'll fit. There's that.
Did you bring the big sockets over? I looked at the big sockets.
And the rest of them are on here.
How about the big impact?
I can.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got
open it slowly, because one way is not upside up, and I should really write top on it so we know. I think you're upside down right now. I think that's right.
That feels wrong.
Based on the lock. Okay.
Like I said, I felt wrong.
I believe it. I should lay one first. These in the fridge real quick.
God, these latches are ass.
Yeah. It was like the cheapest one.
At least the sockets themselves.
Is the hinge also blown out already?
Yeah.
On the back?
Yeah.
Wow.
Neat. Get the duct tape out. This is like some Pakistani level, you know, blow molding.
How's your breather vent look? This is okay.
We need the polar. Unless I can just somehow get those bearings off without chipping the teeth.
Again.
Yeah.
So that's right there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Did we use the 3 off that last time?
I think so. I think it was grabbed on the gears themselves.
Okay, but the 3 pullers like in pieces. Yeah, like puller kit. I'll find the other thing that goes inside of it.
The 2 jaws probably fine. That's fine. It can be bigger than the shaft. It doesn't need to pull all the way off to come off. It only sits on a small lip.
And as always, live chat is on, so feel free to say hello and whatnot. Messages will be read out loud automatically. Go over to our Zoom view for a second, see what Steven's working on.
Gross. Why is your thing at 16?
What?
The hex for the polar.
The legit one. Worst way. We ended up fixing that ring on the synchro.
No, I'm still missing one of the metal rings.
Alright, you just want to put a new synchro in it?
Ideally, yes. Or if you have a good used one, because new ones are kind of expensive. It's a 5th gear, so it's the cheapest one at least.
It's only $30.
No.
36, I think, for that one. 5th gear, so that's single carbon.
5th gear is no carbon, I think.
No, 5th should be single carbon. 6 should be.
Oh, yeah. 5th is carbon.
Yeah, it goes triple, then double carbon, double brass, single carbon, single brass.
I guess more people's going to be slamming into 5th gear than they do 4th gear.
Right. Well, no, this 4th gear is double.
Double brass.
Yeah, but still, more engagement. More surface engagement.
Look at those OEM bearings in there. Hopefully, like, everybody who buys, the transmission from you just gets brand new bearings.
A lot of people not.
It's so silly not to. Like it's cheap insurance. It really doesn't cost that much more.
It's not that cheap. It's an extra $500 something.
I mean, when you're spending a couple grand on a transmission, that's cheap insurance.
Yeah,
It's all relative.
I would recommend it for sure.
Considering it's literally OEM bearings, there's no reason not to. Like if you're putting some Ling Long bearings in it or something, I could see not wanting to spend the money, but these are literally the bearings that came in it. That's reverse.
Oh, it's a little small.
How small do you think my fifth gear is? That looks right. I wonder how important that ring is. That's be important enough to put it in it.
Oh, I skipped it. Yes, I could have.
I think that's the worst viewership you've had in a while on this Friday night at that.
Yeah. YouTube doesn't want to promote me because I'm so inconsistent.
Nah, it's because you played Ford versus Ferrari in the background that one time.
Yeah, I'm being punished hard. Also, no, audio's good.
Wait, who owns the Ford versus Ferrari movie?
The copyright claim came from Disney, so I guess Disney must own the studio.
Oh yeah, if you did something bad to Disney, you're fucked. Disney don't play around with their IPOs or whatever the hell it's called. Oops, wrong way. Pretty much anytime I've ever gotten something in the mail for VPN or not using a VPN, it's always from Disney. Like your ISP, just sends you a letter saying that Disney's complaining. They're the only ones who ever have.
Same.
Like they have like massive trackers on their shit.
Like Mouse needs his cut, man. They're like one of the largest like mega corporations.
Well, you don't have a size fit the reverse sensor. At least not over here. Grab me an adjustable wrench.
There's a massive one down there.
I thought mine was broke for a second, and it's just a notch.
It should be a 24.
You got one in there.
There's a big one right there for.
Oh.
Like a big one.
It's not overkill at all.
I was using that in the press. I was using the slot to make my form slot because I didn't have anything else. I had a slot in it that was like two things that would move around.
I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
This right here is what you would see on movies of someone trying to, fix something.
Exactly.
Just
you see the still that like there's no time you'd ever use that tool on this transmission rebuild, and here we are. That reminds me, I thought I sourced the plug for this. Them just being a standard Denso plug?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't think we ever actually looked.
I want to buy more of them. Should write it down.
I'd personally consider that an upgrade option. Not have to have a wire dangle off your transmission anytime you take it out.
100%. I'm gonna work on getting a ton of connectors for the Protege guys. Apparently, the ECU connectors are impossible to get.
Like almost any ECU connector.
No, like Like, so you remember the one that was on the pre-drive stock? It's like the Ford. It's a Ford plug.
Mm-hmm.
So the bolt's in the
The
middle.
bolt. Yep.
So I looked up. There's a Ford EEC version 5 plug. So it was used in like basically every Ford from 2001 to 2009. They stopped making the pins for them in 2013. So there's some places I can connect to, but the pins, gone. Entirely gone. There's one guy I found, a single person, who has an eBay listing. He has one reel left from Tyco. He's selling them for $4 a pin. If you crack the mid case, I'm going to show you.
Exactly. That's why it's kind of stopping there for a second. We glued it down pretty good. I didn't forget a bolt or something, did I? I don't think so. No, we just did that good of a job sealing it.
You have the reverse retention out?
What?
Yeah, the reverse retention one.
That's this one. That's just
oh, the shifter pin. The long one. This guy.
Just grab the thing and just pull straight up.
Yep. Nope. I'm gonna say something. Yeah, the bolt came out. Did it? No. It was built on the backside. Okay, I was wrong. That'd be bad if it came out.
Yeah, it looks like it was just grinding across the bottom. Like it was just sagging a little bit.
I think that's not supposed to be there. I bet that's it.
But it doesn't look like it was grinding here.
No, but I bet that's sagging because of that. That's putting the whole thing in tension.
Oh. But you can see the teeth hitting right there.
Mm-hmm. I bet that was it. I bet that causing it to bend.
Let's just chop that nib off.
Yeah. Take it out real quick.
That'd be nice if that's all it is. That's a super easy thing to modify to make it work. That means we don't have to drag the welder out.
Grab the new one. Let's see the bend in comparison. See if you're kind of work permanently.
I wouldn't say permanently, but it definitely isn't straight anymore. We can just take the heat gun to the back of it and straighten it out. This back thing should be completely straight.
Right. Okay. Take this back. I didn't want to accidentally break it.
Are you worried about dropping it and breaking? I was just hammering the hell out of it.
No, this.
Oh, yeah, that.
Again. Look at the last step, I bumped the table wrong.
That means the one your protege must really be bowing, because mine was just barely touching compared to yours. Spray it off with some brake clean if you got any. Just because it is glass fiber reinforced.
Sure.
I guess if you actually have any, we'll need some for to clean the ceiling surface off too. That sounds very empty.
It's not. This is the seething sound.
We keep going from 0 to 1 viewer. But to keep just hopping in and leaving. Don't put 2 convex.
Well, that has to go in the same spot.
Said, shotgun a monster.
Don't tempt him.
That's like my daily life. Like, I drink enough caffeine daily to kill somebody. See, it almost looks like it doesn't even need to be up in that groove. But it looks like it should. Like, it kind of doesn't want to sit in the groove. Maybe the groove's slightly lower on the G6.
Yeah, well, because that one doesn't go in the groove at all, right?
Or no, that one goes this way. Comes up in this area.
Right.
Yeah, you can see this end sits in that notch down there.
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, probably a lot of that part's superfluous in our case. Because ours is fed just from the normal splashing down here. It just splashes it up across this edge. I'm guessing it hits here, bounces down.
Well, if that can go up there, it's not bowing anymore. Since you cut that nib off.
Yeah, now it's not like just stuck like that. Right, yeah.
I'm guessing this just picks up oil from the diff spinning.
Right. I think that side has the slinger on it, right? Yeah. Whole ramp.
Well, at least now we know exactly where it's hitting.
And this should only apply to the small G.
Yeah.
The big G has this assembly already.
Mm-hmm. Well, if the big G does, is your old Protege transmission still taken apart?
Mm-hmm.
We can kind of see how this differs up here. Because that's a non-cable.
Right. We could also switch to a big mid case. If anybody wants to spend enough money to make me find every single piece, you can do that.
Because your Protege had the plastic one in, didn't it? It must have been around 2000 when they swapped over.
Well, we should really get a BPG to see the mid sections. Okay, yeah, it does go on the channel.
It must naturally just have a little twist to it.
Well, I guess
Because that center case looks identical.
I definitely want to break yours.
No, they look the same.
This one shows nubbin just like sitting in it.
Maybe the channel's tighter.
It must be a little bit different, just enough.
The distance between the wall and the channel looks a little bigger on yours, which makes sense why the nubbin didn't, like being there. Is it hitting right here on that one too?
Mm-mm.
We might need to trim out that little spot then.
That is different from this.
Mine has all that.
No, look how filled in it is right here.
Oh.
And yours goes in.
It might be fine. I don't think it's bone enough to hit gears anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It looks like it was only that gear that was hitting.
Mm-hmm.
We can bolt the mid case back on with like 2 bolts and spin it up and see if it
Right.
sounds like it's still hitting. I'm gonna guess it's not.
Yeah, I mean, we can see where it was hitting. It's almost that taller gear set.
So we can probably just clean this up and reseal it and toss it back together. That way we don't have to try to pry this damn thing off again.
That stuck really well.
There is sealer on the dowels too, which helped really hold it. There's like no safe place to play this.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game. Hey, yours has a magnet in it still.
What if I can just get a neodymium, ring magnet to really grab everything?
I've got a magnetic drain plug. We definitely use just the right amount of sealant too.
Yeah, there's barely any stick over. It's all in the finger method. Laying beads is for losers.
Yeah, that one guy thought we laid like an inch thick bead around it.
Hey, look, a rag. If you're careful, you can grab that mid case and show the camera exactly, where it was hitting, and they kind of seen what we did to modify it. We just cut a nib off.
Yeah, I should get another camera set up.
But you can show them on that old one, or that 5-speed one. Is that 5-speed one or 6-speed?
That's the new one.
Oh, well, you can show them on that the nib you cut off.
Alright. There. It's a tiny little nubbin. We've got an oven off so it fits better.
And that only
Lower in the case, it rubs a little bit, like here, but not a big difference.
And it only matters for old G5 cases.
Yeah, that only matters if you got a 26 spline. For everybody that's having some for your protege, it makes no difference because this will bolt right in. It's the same part from here back. Wow, nice custom diff bolts.
Yeah, the guy who machined those knew what he was doing. Kind of. Those are slightly taller than those. Don't want to throw that balance off. You want to grab a tuba sealer? I'll get the other half cleaned up.
After all I had to throw away, I'm running low on the individuals.
I'll just grab the big tube.
There's no way the big tube's any good. Oh yeah, it definitely is. I don't have it anymore.
Because it's going to take like 2 of those small tubes at least.
You can use some gray then.
You know I prefer it. Gray works for everything. We used a lot of assembly lube for this.
Yeah, especially because being annoying when testing it.
Oh yeah,
We figured out that it really has to be
sideways.
the correct orientation. Well, that means we can't fix your boot either.
Why not? The G series is bolt on.
Not all of them. Is yours bolt on?
Sure as hell feels like it. There's a big old nub in there. Cut that off. It ain't doing much good anyways.
Feels wrong.
My transmission just won't be numbers matching anymore. We'll ignore all the inside bits. There's enough of the Ventag left. You could probably see what year it actually came from. I know the Capria came from the cam was melted in half.
It's not a full tag though.
It's the important bits, isn't it?
Letter code's like the 5th one, I think. Or year, the letter for the years, I think the 5th one. Oh, can you change orientation with this?
No, I thought so too. That's why I tried to do when I very first got this, because no one told me that you had to, cut and weld the stock one.
You have to hammer it out.
Don't lose that. That's a very special bolt. Come on.
It's a mighty stretch. Was this one like that? Okay, so the old G is the same size on both.
The good thing about that is you can just cut that one size to be the same size.
Wish I had that boot stretcher, the CV boot stretcher.
Oh, I know where it's at. It's in the
You
green
found?
car.
Ah, nice.
Because I was driving the green car when I was trying to fix the black car.
I mean, I guess I could try to cut it.
How good can you cut a circle? Without cutting your fingers off.
Yeah.
You need a punch set for cutting stuff like that.
I have one.
One for cutting gaskets?
It was for leather, technically, but
Yeah, that'll work.
I don't know where it is.
Oh.
I got about the door cards, little keyholes in them. It's going to punch, and then go across. Didn't really work.
Tucker solenoid do this like BMW does for their, paddle shifter. Their automatic manual thing.
Well, we should switch that new blade earlier.
Oh, not just gray, it's ultra gray. Only the best.
Alright. That should be doable now. Get down there first.
When you want to get it on the front first.
No, it slips on the side a lot easier. It doesn't compress enough to get it past the bolt.
Oh, wait.
That should help.
Don't. That's not even in gear yet. I see why they did that. That way you can actually replace that seal without having to take transmission apart.
Mm.
But kind of inconvenient because that seal almost never leaks. I mean, it's on there. I don't want to shift too much with the stuff, you know.
Right.
So their case sealer stuff, the Moto seal, sticks to concrete extremely well.
The hard way?
Yeah, I guess at some point it got stepped on in my basement. And if it wasn't also stuck to cardboard, the cardboard pulled it up from the concrete, but just barely. Should just cut gaskets for these. Even though that actually that wouldn't work because of the preload. You'd have to test it with the gasket, or
Right.
set the preload with gasket. Then someone ever takes it out, which they shouldn't.
They shouldn't make like a die cut sticker. It's RTV, hermetically sealed in that shape. You just
Oh, kind of like they do for thermal paste. Like
Yeah.
how you can get the squares. You might just thought of $1 million idea right there.
this sounds a little specific to like 4 people.
Well, no, you could make them in any shape. So, like, there's a lot of people that'd rather use sealant than gaskets. I'm one of them. I hate gaskets. To be able to, you know, do a gasket shape and just stick it on, that's RTV. Then you just peel the thing away and you're done.
We should make like a spray on silicone then. So you just need you sell like a cardboard template. You just spray it on like spray paint.
So like copper spray. But
Yeah.
with a template.
Well, with a template, and it'd be more like RTV and less like copper spray.
To imagine the Chevy, 350 builds with spray on RTV. No surface will be safe. The whole damn thing will be orange and it won't be from paint.
100%. It's always gotta be high temp too. Every surface.
Like, how high temp do you think their water pump's getting?
Yeah. Or why are you gluing the other fuel pump connector with orange RTV? What's the most precise? Can you CNC stuff at work yet?
I have been seeing CNCing stuff, but it's all what's a conversational coding. It's not like I don't have access to Mastercam.
Okay.
We do have Mastercam. It's just the machine that I'm allowed to use doesn't. We don't have a package for it. We're looking at getting a post processor for it, I guess. Why?
You know the stamp you made in Japan?
Yeah.
I want one of those with my logo on it for aluminum.
Hmm.
They sell them like on Amazon, but it's like $5, but $5 like for the 3mm one. As soon as you go up to like big enough for my logo to be red, probably like a 10mm or a 12mm, it's like $55.
That's like completely cheap as hell.
It's not bad for what it is, but
Like what if I was like charging my rates I get paid at work, that would literally be like an all day affair. It'd be like a $300 stamp.
yeah, it's supposed to, if you're not like set up just to run them, then yes, the
Yeah.
setup it takes to put a mirror image of a stamp protrusion with really fine bits. While we have this out though, we should stamp the case. I want to try it because all the ones I'm going to be doing for customers, I want to make sure I stamp it. That way, if anybody buys it later, they can see the stamping and know that something's different about it. And then if it comes back to me, I can know what's in it before I open it up.
So serialize them is what you're saying.
I wasn't gonna serialize it, but I guess I could. But to serialize it, then you have to have a master sheet that says like, this is what each serial means.
Dude, you're like a fucking Sheets wizard. Like, you act like that would be difficult. It's like in your blood.
Yeah, but I want anybody that gets it to have an idea. They could figure it out without having.
You could
the
also
serial.
just make that publicly accessible. That way, someone Googles that number, it pops up. Fuck, I forgot. Does this have a cap, or do you bring it over capless? Oh, there's a cap. There's also a big glob on your chisel thing.
Oh, good. It's a good thing good thing it doesn't stick to the surface. Somewhere in the B2200 mayhem, we lost the chisel.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Wait, which chisel?
one of the green ones.
It's not just in a drawer? Because they all dumped out in the drawer.
Nope, not in the drawer. But then, while putting stuff away from over here, I found this one. So,
Wait, are we missing one?
Yeah.
There's 2 slots open. And
the
two-
black one's not supposed to be here.
Oh.
I put it in there a long time ago because apparently I lost this one 2 years ago. And realized it. Now I found that one. Back to no loose holes, which is nice. And the chisel I don't care about. I thought I lost one of the punches, the pin punch. Like that's bad. I was like, oh wait, shit, it's got a guide right here. 6 pin punches, check. 2 centers, check. A starter, check. 3 chisels. Nope.
We can check in the car.
I'm not really worried about the chisel. I use either the smaller one or the bigger one. It's not like I need the medium one. The pin punch are the important ones because we actually need all those sizes pretty much. For transmission stuff, at least 3 of them. They're all there, so we're good.
You know, I gotta give him credit for using the exact same bolt all the way around the transmission case. There's no different lengths.
Yeah.
Like, they definitely could have done different lengths, but they didn't.
Right.
Is there a pair of pliers over here?
No.
Okay, we might not need it. There we
A knife over there somewhere?
go. I mean that one.
Yep. Sorry if my fat head's been blocking the camera the whole time, guys. My bad. You can tell I haven't streamed for a while. I'm getting bad at it.
I love that we're almost done now when all the people come in. Now we got a few people.
We got plenty more cool shit we could do.
I can't stay over too. Actually, it's only Friday, right?
Yeah.
I can stay over relatively late-ish, I guess. Man, I'd rather be over here than actually doing adult shit at the house. If anybody's wondering, there is a torque spec for these. It's like, I think 16 foot-pounds or something silly. Or 20.
For those?
Yeah.
I mean, you can hard press a bolt that doesn't have a spec.
Even if it doesn't have a spec, there's still a standard reference for every bolt size and thread pitch for, optimal torque.
Even then, Mazda calls out almost every one.
Not almost. I think they call out every one. I don't think I've seen one that they didn't.
Where is those paper towels?
Like if Mazda had instructions on how to do something, you can bet your ass there's gonna be a torque, spec on it.
Did I throw away already?
What?
There's like 3 paper towels left on this bench
Oh,
over there.
I didn't see any paper towels.
One. That's my RTB off punches. Or it dries in place forever.
Well, once it dries in place, it'll actually come off then. Unless you smear it.
Or put it on concrete, from what I'm told.
Gotta make sure my synchros are in the right spot, because rotation does matter. Fuck. Oh wait, this one doesn't have those little weird ring things in it. You're good. Maybe. Oh, right there's why we kept losing the 5th gear ring. Bitch just pops right off. There it goes. I thought you got the wrong synchros for a minute. The ring didn't want to pop on.
I hope not, because I bought a lot.
There's only one spot that slips on.
It's not upside down.
Oh, it's the way it came off.
Yeah, I printed that out.
There we go.
This one doesn't show it. Let's be a different one.
Just want to make sure synchro is synchronized. Because because apparently it actually matters the orientation. I'll get those in a minute. Oh good, the shaft didn't rotate. You're gonna need your torque tube adapter and your wrench of clickiness, or I guess beep. You don't click no more.
I've grown beyond clicking.
See, this is where having all the proper tools comes in handy. You guys trying to torque this down without that torque tube adapter? Impossible. Or at least very not fun.
Is the 32 mil socket in there?
I have all the sockets I need. Oh, you mean for that?
Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah, that's the other reason I buy the red kit, because I need two 32s.
What do you need a second one for?
One of those nuts.
Oh,
Oh, one of those a 32?
indeed it is.
And so is this. Thanks, Ford. They could have thought a little bit more on that.
Since when has Ford ever done like convenient things for their customers? It's like 120 or something, right?
We can jack.
It's probably gonna be whatever the last set. 144 was the last set. This is probably the last thing we used it for.
No, that would have been wheel bearings.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like that.
44.
We'll go ahead and hold that, and then I will. Wait, which way is that? I'll move it over. No, fuck it. We'll get third gear or something.
I'm gonna just check this real quick. Are you okay using the 5-speed torque spec?
Yeah, it should be the same.
I agree. Gear shaft lock nut.
God, grab
I
this.
guess so. 96 to 154.
There we go.
144 is legitimate.
I was worried because I couldn't get it in fifth. It seemed like the sinker wasn't lining up. It's in fifth now, though. I just couldn't get enough leverage on the shaft grabbing without an extension.
You might need to drag down here if you brakes onto it too when the time comes.
The time came. Just watch your shirt against that plastic. We are not on. I would torque that to the moon. Where the fuck's the beep? Hold up. You shifted me out of fifth. I don't want to break a synchro or something. Jesus, fuck. You want to put your weight in this and I'll hold the transmission?
Sure. What are we at so far? 113? It's 122.
That's probably good enough, but we're within spec.
Oh yeah,
now.
we're past spec. We're gonna call it there. 'Cause that's absurd.
That's why preload matters so much. 'cause
Yeah, we're right between two marks that we've been on before.
Do we go in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Switch the. That was working because these weren't aligned and now they are. That was 53.
okay. Hold on. You're pulling down, right? Perfect. What? Okay.
That's 76.
What the fuck? Let me sit on the stand. Let's hold on, push it in a little bit further so it's over the brace of the table. I don't want to break your table.
Okay.
There's no way that's accurate. I mean, I know we're technically making a torque multiplier right now.
Yeah. But yeah, shouldn't we be in first?
Yeah.
Or at least just a not overdrive.
I can't do it backwards. I think that's reverse. Well, the wrong reverse. It's just slightly over for first and second. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, 110.
We'll call that.
Maybe we should make the thing that holds on and stand.
Well, I can just get some, like, pipe and... Not pipe. Angle iron. Just make a wide triangle base for it.
Alright, where's a good spot to stamp it?
Right here.
Alright, across top.
Or right here. This is also a really flat spot.
Right on the start.
I'm going to say above the starter. That seems like a more appropriate spot. Brian's U-Haul broke down.
What?
There's also a Blue Jays nest in the engine bay with
the heck?
eggs.
Oh, Robbins.
That's
Oh my god.
yeah, he had. It's like just a list of shit.
What luck?
Cylinder 2, 4, 6, and 7 misfire. Did you get the big diesel one?
Him?
No, it's definitely gas.
5.
Are you just stamping with random numbers? Because I definitely need, 0001. First one.
Second one.
No, this is the first one assembled. fully and working.
Sean Storm said, Yo-yo.
I'll take a 0002.
Howdy.
I'll give you, all the one just because yours was in lasting and they took forever.
The Protege is probably the first one technically, but
Actually, the Protege was the first one that was in a car running and moving under its own power.
Sean Storm said, Is this the 6 speed?
One of them.
yep.
Hit that bitch like you made it. You'd think you wouldn't have to very hard with it.
Oh fuck me. That would have been hilarious.
If it just broke the whole ear off. I can barely see an M. Five.
Sean Storm said, Oh, what happened?
Nothing really. You had to watch the beginning of the video at some point because there was a lot of explaining. The long and short of it is the drip tray inside the transmission, we thought we needed to change it, but it turns out mine was just warped a little bit and we heated it back into place because it was touching the gears as the transmission moved, so it sounded like it was grinding. M5G, is that 9?
It's a 0. M5001.
You double stamped it.
I know. Because I only took the bottom the first time.
Can we see one of them on the hammer? Just a random spot. Gotta hit it like you mean it.
I like that angle better. Here, I'll put it on there.
But I already put a 5.
Yeah, good.
Oh, so G first then? M.
0.
Sean Storm said, Nice. Horsepower was it
0.
being ran with?
200
If
ish.
that. The supercharged motor is probably gonna blow up before it can make any real power.
And then we go back to the B6 TT25, and be about 200. Beautiful.
And they just need to rub a little bit of dirt in there, and you can really see it now. So what's the 5 for? Just because it was a 5-speed?
Mazda 5. That's what your donor was.
Oh. See, look, this is why you should serialize stuff. You know shit better than me.
I was gonna do like 4.41, and then the
Guide me the S and the I. SI M501. Same Industries.
Yeah.
Mazda 5 001.
S.
Just until we get your logo
Custom
stamp
one.
done. I'm gonna have to do it backwards so I get the spacing right. Oh, it's just a line. There's no like capital I.
It's sans serif font. Beautiful.
Sim.
Scott Bassinger said, What did you do?
Everybody showed up just as we put the whole thing back together.
And, yeah, we just got done. Now everybody's showing up.
Okay, so what happened is the 5-speed, the early G series, small G, 26 spline Gs, have the metal oil drip tray inside. The later Gs use plastic, and then the G6 is plastic with the extension on it because the end cap is longer. So we get the oil drip all the way into 6th gear, you get a longer tip.
So when we first built these, we used a plastic one, thinking that it would work perfect because it looks like it does.
Right.
But after we installed the transmission completely, it was grinding in the bottom of the drip tray. The gears were.
Yeah, you could hear the gear just barely rubbing the plastic.
So before I put it in a car, I wanted to take it apart and make sure that that's not going to become a problem. So
And turns out there's a little nub on here that doesn't quite fit in the small G case, and it caused the whole thing to bow out, and it bent this part of the plastic in a bit, and the gear was just barely rubbing right here. So we cut the little nubbin off, unbent that, and now it's fine. Not a problem for all the other G series. It's only something you have to look out for when you're doing this to a small G.
And an early, actually no, there only are early small Gs. There are no other small Gs.
Right.
All the big Gs had the plastic ones. Most of them. No, actually all of them. Did they?
Well, so the only one we haven't tested is a BP, because I don't have a BPG here to take apart. It's on my list of things to obtain.
Does that have a period in it?
Sean
I
Storm,
don't think so. I think they come with a star.
I believe in you, bro. Can't wait for mine to come in and run it. But good to have the potential kinks worked out too.
Yeah, Steve and I will be building a bunch of them, like basically in a row, but we're still a little ways away from that right now. No, actually, I thought it had dashes and stuff, but nope.
No dash, nothing. Well, give me an I.
You have it.
Do I? Okay, then give me a 2. 1-2, just because yours is technically the first.
You can keep the 1, it's fine. I'm not running number 1 of my cam sensor.
Really?
Yeah, it's number 4. It's 420.
1-1. Because you didn't give me the 2.
I have an ampersand.
Actually, give me a star. Okay, don't give me a star if you don't have
It
it.
doesn't fit in the tub. It literally came separate from the tub with them.
Wait, is it like a bigger die or something?
No.
Oh, just too many for the box?
Yes. So they call it a bonus one.
Oh. Is it really a bonus if it doesn't fit? Seems like more of a nuisance.
I straight up don't know where it is.
Okay. What other cool things do you have in there?
I have an ampersand.
I guess.
It's
Wait,
the only non-character
what
item I
about-
have.
Scott
A pound sign.
No, I have an ampersand and numbers.
WTF ads.
Ads? Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get paid. I don't get to pick them. They just show up on their own.
They can do an ampersand, but they can't give us a fucking period. Ampersand doesn't feel right.
We just leave it 1 dash.
So give me a 2.
You can have 1.
Well, it's too late. I already put a dash. 1-1 sounds weird.
Sean Storm said, LOL, I got an ad too. Make
Nice.
that money, Sam.
Hell yeah, brother.
Scott Bassinger
You guys need that YouTube Premium.
scared the fuck out of me.
I wonder if it does like any audio matching at all, or if it
Probably
just
not.
blasts it.
I imagine our audio is kind of quiet since we had the suppressors and everything on for the
Right.
power tools.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So we'll take the time to put these back away correctly. H, oh shit. I, J, K, L. Maybe I should upgrade to the 6mm ones too.
Scott Bassinger said, no, it was loud AF. Sean Storm said, no audio matching.
Dang. Stop that.
So what's that then?
No. Maybe we didn't fix it enough.
Grab me the drill. I'll spin this bitch up real quick.
So much freaking organized.
Weirdly enough, it only makes it in the one direction.
Sean Storm said, it was an ETSE ad to LOL, nothing to do with cars.
Nice.
Good thing you bought a bunch of those. Because I always end up breaking them. I think it's just normal gear noise. Is it all the way over and back or all the way over and forward? Forward
It's
and
backwards
car
from the car.
Oh god. Reverse is so tall. I'm gonna say something to do with reverse. Oh, it has auto stop. That way if you don't
Yeah.
break your wrist.
Yeah, but instead it'll break transmission.
Oh, the auto stop will break the transmission.
Well, so something's gonna break. If it's not the tool, it's gonna be the adapter. Try to ease off the trigger. Nope. Try to ease off.
Oh, ease off.
Yes. Slow. Yeah.
Steve, you should shave the head, bro.
Nah. He needs a side hair. He needs a hat. I wore a hat all day yesterday because my hair was looking bad. I mean, it still is.
I think your boot's causing me not to go all the way into gear. Because it's not big enough to go over the bump. Or it's getting stuck in between the seal and the bolt.
Oh, you think so?
While considering...
Well, it's off the thing now.
Yes.
It's off the...
Oh, that probably doesn't help. But, Jesus. We'll have to see what it sounds like when it's actually like in a car with fluid.
Yeah. If it's getting stuck when it's in the car, we'll just cut the...
It's probably not that many.
Oh, the sound?
Said, is it grinding?
It's hard to tell if it's still hitting the plastic or if it's just making metal noises. Like standard no fluid and fans noises. If it is hitting the plastic, it's not going to hurt anything.
Over back.
Sean Storm said, how did it work out with the parts from Japan?
So far, they've gotten everything I've needed.
Sean Storm said, I knew you were concerned about that. Scott Bassinger said, sounds like dry gears from here on Mike.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it. I mean, the plastic definitely.
It's so cool when you're in that gear to see the input shaft move at a different speed from the gear riding on it. They're both moving.
Oh, yeah.
Different directions. Like super fast bearing movement, and these are just nice and slowly going the opposite way. It's like you think you finally have a concept of how the transmission actually works, and you watch that happen, you're like, oh, what?
Oh yeah, it's because I'm in reverse too. If I went to,
Right.
they would be in the same direction. Now it's a no gear, so it should be able to hold the output shaft.
Nice bearing.
I think this one's a little easier to get in reverse than your Protege.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't know until I actually have a shifter on it. I mean, it's kind of a little harder to get in
The
here.
Protege was hard on the bench.
Yeah.
Sean Storm said, "Any reason you'd use the plastic over metal?
The metal's not.
Trust you, just curious."
The metal's not long enough.
It's more of just ease of use than, you know, anything.
If I line these up according where they bolt on the transmission, my face with a white background here, you can see how much longer the black one is. It has to be that long to get oil on the sixth gear. And to extend this would mean welding a tiny U-shaped channel to it and then shading it all down and making it like fitting up perfectly. It's difficult to say the least.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good enough for me. Once
Also,
it's
before you do something silly, shove this into your rag. Right?
no, but my Reese's sticks did.
I think the print did too. I
Oh,
thought it might.
was this a short one already?
Nope. It's all good.
I guess let me pull my rag out before the transmission eats it. If it didn't already. Nope. We even got the
Because axle
splines.
impression, yeah. Look at those shiny new OEM bolts just kind of poking their heads
Do
out.
you sell these in the store?
Not yet.
You
but
should.
Yeah, I plan to.
Look at. Ah.
But I need to make E-size ones too.
Yeah, like ones that the acid doesn't break off.
That
at
was
that.
a support issue. So I only had one layer here, so it wasn't time to bond.
So if you're like us and you have a bunch of transmissions laying around, or you take one out to do like a clutch, your differential spiders can drop in any E, F, or G series transmission. So you can just pop one of these bad boys in there and not have to worry about it.
And it's actually an OEM tool. Ford knew this would happen, and they actually have a tool that comes in the big toolkit. But they don't sell it separately. You have to buy the whole kit.
Or if you need to store a transmission for a while, get two of them, throw them in there. That way no spiders or mud daubers get in your transmission.
No spiders near spiders.
No spiders near spiders. I mean, we took it apart. What transmission had corn in it?
The Protege.
Yeah, the Protege transmission had corn in it.
Like, mice had actually gotten into that little tiny hole through the spider gears and just started eating corn inside.
Yeah, just munching on corn.
Like, this is a transmission, man. It's not like it's gonna smell nice in there.
Yeah, like mice care about smell.
Scott Bassinger said, "LSD.
I mean, if you got the grand to pay for one, I definitely don't.
There are, like, so limited options to put an LSD into a 26 spline case.
There's literally only one unless you get those cheap sandwich plates.
Right.
You pretty
So,
much,
yeah, no LSD for these.
Well, actually, there's no options because M Factory doesn't make them anymore.
Some sites I can still order it. I didn't call or, like, text to see if it's actually available.
No, they probably just cancel your shit. The M Factory like site itself says they don't make them anymore. Because there's a,
Scott Bassinger said, "Factory.
But the in-factory one is, you're thinking of the 28 spline carrier. They stopped making it for the 26 spline carrier.
yeah, our stuff's small. We need small stuff.
Scott Bassinger said, "Damn really.
There's one website that said they could order it, but in-factory said they don't have it, so I don't know how true it is or isn't. As far as it like being completely unattainable. But generally speaking, yes. You can't get it anymore. For 26 spline. There was one other one I saw too, but they had all the wrong pictures, and they wanted, there was like this absurd amount of money.
Oh, it was the eBay one. How they said like it fits everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much I want to order one because it wasn't that expensive. Like for an LSD, it wasn't expensive. But even if they do send you something, it's either gonna be wrong or it's just gonna be a sandwich plate.
Scott Bassinger said, "Got a 28 spline sitting on the shelf.
Yeah, 28 spline stuff's a lot easier to find.
Yeah. 100%. Hey, the boot's still intact on the crushed transmission. It's gonna be switched back.
I don't care enough.
I do. I might Did I say the protege one? Oh, I did.
Does the MSP differential, does that like fit 28 spline stuff? Like just drop in?
Yeah, I mean it is. It is a
Yeah.
28 spline diff. It's at 4.105.
Because I remember Joe messing with it, but I don't remember like the final say.
Yeah. No, the MSP one is just it's the same as this one, just with the LSD on it, but it's 28 spline, and it's 4.1. Both things making it hard to put into a small G.
Well, the ring gear you just changed. It's the same deal with everything else. Just drill the studs out and replace those bolts.
And a lot of people I don't know if it's factory, but a lot of them are welded for extra security. So they bolt it on, and they also stitch weld between
That's
every
a
other bolt.
factory?
The 3 I've seen out of transmissions were all welded. Oh, you know what? I have one. Look at it.
Like you actually have one?
Yeah, grab it.
Scott Bassinger said, swap in for 28 spline O the CB.
It's not quite that easy for us because Festivas are kind of narrow. And even the 26 spline axles we use from a Capri are technically too long. It's kind of hard finding stuff that works for us. It's Nate and Joe that has the big PDF of all the axles that don't fit, right? So is it like
Don't ask me.
a viscous plate style or
Scott
something?
Bassinger
I don't know.
said, that sucks.
Some nice cracked welds. See at least 2 that are cracked. But yeah, that's probably factory. That almost looks laser welded.
And on the other side too.
3 that are cracked. 4.
So you managed to swap that off. It's gonna be a pain.
Not really when half of them are already cracked.
It's already a pain to drill the rivets.
Wonder if I can modify a stock G housing just to have that. Like if you can buy the plates still.
Sean Storm said, there's like a 15-second delay from typing and sending for you to hear us. Scott Bassinger said, stick weld.
Well, a diff.
A Lincoln locker does work as long as you're going straight.
Hello, boys.
Oh,
What's
hi.
up?
Look at this cleared table.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's 8 o'clock. I was right on the money.
Nice. I was like, you're home early, but I guess it's just not being dark because it's almost summer.
No, it doesn't get dark anymore. What's up, fam?
Transmission goodness.
Transmission goodness.
Stamped it.
Ooh.
Got the first stamp.
Nice,
Sam
nice.
Industries 001
-2. That way I didn't get number 1.
Nice. Of course.
I don't think I'm going to stamp mine 1 though, because 1
Right.
1-2 seems odd. Maybe I will. I don't know.
If you had a point,
If only, William.
yeah, his whole stamp kit doesn't have a period.
Sean Storm said,
Well, it's too late for that.
aloha from Maui.
Oh, fun. Maui sounds beautiful.
Well, come on, it's not that bad here right now.
No, it's pretty nice, actually. It's a good time.
This sounds nice.
648 graduates.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Wait, what, 60?
73, I think. Evans was 62. I didn't realize that one of the kids I had last year in Advanced Algebra 2 is practically famous. Like he went up there to do his class president speech, and I was like,
Oh, wow.
I know you. So that was cool. He did a very good job.
You already get lunch? Dinner,
Yeah.
I mean? I need
No,
dinner.
I actually thought about suggesting that with Cinder. But
Did you want to call me?
yeah, you're with your friend, I was with mine, but then we didn't anyway. I took her back home. She didn't say anything, so. Oh yeah, so you're dying. You want me to get you all a pizza?
Sure.
Pizza, okay?
I'm open.
Yeah, you want to know Reese's sticks so you don't die until
Yeah,
it
he's
happens?
about to die, but you're not sweating.
I don't think it's quite as low as it says. It
Hey,
is.
you have a meter. That's crazy. I know exactly where it is.
You want to inject me with oil?
You have 2 meters out here, dude.
Wow.
Prepared.
He is prepared. Show me your oily finger.
Is it charged? Let's put the strip in. Put the strip in the bag, little bro.
I mean, technically, you don't need a finger. You can stab them anywhere.
It's really hard to get blood elsewhere without the right tip.
Oh, try me. There's plenty of sharp things out here. Apparently,
Hard
your
enough
finger's
getting it out
fine.
of his finger,
Yeah.
dude.
Look at all that blood in there for me doing
Yeah,
the
that's
exact
pretty
same
gross.
thing.
Why do you do that?
Where else am I going to wipe? I'm not carrying around alcohol swabs. I ain't got time for that.
75.
Sounds kind of low.
Yeah, but not 47. He just showed me 47. And
Can you, like,
47
calibrate
is
that thing?
death.
Yes. You go in here.
Yeah.
Options. CGM.
Okay, so you guys want me
Calibrate.
to get you a
75.
pizza or get something else or make something else or...
No, I mean, well, I've had a lot of pizza.
I know you have. So,
What else is there? Canes? Zaxby's?
Scott Basinger
Canes?
said, "Working
Zaxby's.
diabetic will.
The thing is that I just passed Zaxby's. I don't want to go all the way back.
Taco
You
Bell.
go to
Yes, I am type 1 diabetic. I've been since I was 8. Actually, talk about this one pretty good. They got those chicken things.
I'd rather have Canes, I think. Steven, what would you rather?
I mean, Panda Express is always good.
Panda's
is
always
good.
good.
I'll take Panda.
Panda? Alright, I guess text me what you want. I guess I'm going to Panda.
I'm very dirty.
Me and Will gets the exact same thing.
Would you like to write it down?
Orange and honey sesame.
Orange and honey sesame.
Yeah.
Yeah, fried rice.
Fried rice.
Sean
Orange.
Storm,
Left.
beefy 5-layer burrito is my jam. Scott Basinger said, "Damn, I'm
You know-
type 2.
Yeah, no fun, is it?
The beefy 5-layer burrito is not very good unless you get extra meat and cheese. If you get extra meat and cheese,
Alright,
it
kids,
completely
have fun.
changes
I'll
it.
be back with some food.
It's worth the extra like $1 or $2.
We'll find a stool. Steve
Scott Basinger
took the stool.
said,
Did you
guys stop cleaning up,
or is this like, are you done?
Look, it's better.
Great.
All
Yeah, this was kind of chaotic.
This thing shifts great, especially like right from the shifter with no added leverage. It's gonna feel amazing in the car. Reverse is still a little hard to get into just because the linkage is really weird.
said, "We can be friends, haha, I do the same thing."
Lately, I've been eating a lot of the stackers.
No.
Okay, so I go still in her crate.
Yeah, let them all in here.
The stackers they have, if you haven't had one, it's just like a tortilla that
No,
they
I
fold
went
up in a
now.
triangle, and all it has is meat and cheese in it.
It'll be crazy in there. It's very loud.
It's like $2 and it's amazing.
It is. No, it's not as heavy as you think.
Scott Basinger said, "You have a pump, Will." Sean Storm said, "Mexican food sucks in Hawaii, so we have to resort to Taco Bell, lol."
Taco Bell's good enough. I mean, Mexican food's not bad, but honestly, I think I prefer the Americanized Mexican food. I wouldn't even consider Taco Bell Americanized taco or Mexican food. It's like wholly American with like some Mexican seasoning, but I don't know. I hate cilantro's like a lot, and a lot of Mexican food has it in it.
Scott Basinger said, "Poke." Scott Basinger said,
pronounce that so wrong. What's up, puppy?
Tex-Mex all the way. Yes, Coke is good. Sean Storm said, LMFAO rolling on the floor laughing. Scott Bassinger.
Ugh. I guess I can get this tail housing on. What's up? I don't care. Food's food.
Sean Storm
Oh wait,
said,
what place did you say?
so when are you guys gonna start
Oh,
tackling
I've
the
never been
6
there.
sweet orders? Damn ads, now it's AI crap ads. Scott
Oh,
Bassinger
do they have something similar to what I'd get at Panda? Just so I might somewhat like it.
Another ad? Hilarious.
Okay, give me a second.
Did you try to convince me to go to Chang's instead?
Yeah.
I don't like Chang's compared to Panda.
Well, do you want to add your input then, Will?
Sean
She
Storm,
knows this already. It doesn't matter what I think.
Oh.
AI chat crap.
Will says he doesn't
Nice.
like them very much. Hold on one second.
I can hear her. That Panda is very local. It's right here in town.
I actually don't know how to put it on speakerphone. It keeps turning the screen off every time I get my finger up top.
Fine, then I can just go to Panda.
That'd be great.
Oh my god. It's not local. It's all over the world.
That's because they're good.
Yeah, but support local businesses. Hello.
Okay, I'm happy for them all. I just don't like it. I mean, it's okay, but it's like I would much rather have Panda than Chang's.
Well, maybe we should try some other things there. That's all I'm saying.
Everything else they have is have vegetables in it. I've looked at the menu.
Sean Storm
What?
said,
When do we
don't
get the
forget the cream cheese
chicken,
wrappers.
sesame chicken? It's all chicken, bud.
Yep, that's the only thing there I like, and their sesame chicken does not compare to any of Panda's chicken options.
You don't think it's orange chicken-esque?
Scott Bassinger
It's
The name.
yes, it
It's
is
a
orange
sauced
chicken esque.
fried chicken.
In the same way that the orange chicken you buy frozen at Meijer is orange chicken esque. It does not compare to Panda though.
Dude, the Myers orange chicken is gross. It's too orangey.
Oh, we'll see in a bit.
Mhm.
Okay, I love you.
I love you, bye.
Bye. Yes, other 6-speed builds. We are getting there. So all the donors are finally here, and most of the parts from Japan are here. I'm guessing it'll be probably later June. Right now, the garage, I guess you can't see it behind the car.
said, memories of orange chicken.
Yeah.
Scott Bassinger said, well, that was fucked.
Was it another ad? I love that YouTube is putting awful ads in my stream. Thanks, YouTube.
You might get 20 cents this time. Yeah.
You guys can't see it, but right behind the car here, there's a stack of 25 coilovers in boxes that all need unboxed, taken apart, shipped out, machined, shipped back, reassembled, new springs, new hats, and then taped back up and shipped out. So that's my next big project, because that's going to take a while to get done, and I got a lot of people waiting for those.
Scott Bassinger said, kick me out.
Oh, weird. After that's done, then there's something else that I can't remember off the top of my head that he's done. That's fairly small. And then we've got, I think, 5, 6 speeds to build. That we got another donor we have to grab, or I have to grab in Florida. Donors, hopefully. While all that's going on, oh, hi, big dog. Big Nala. Nala's a guest, special guest this week. We are watching her for my sister-in-law. This big horse, this big licking horse. She likes to get right in your face and try to use her giant tongue. All right. She's bigger than Maverick. She's a big dog. You're a big dog. Okay, yes. Thank you, big horse. Gracias. All right, go somewhere else. Where was I? You're interrupting me. Oh yeah. While all this is happening, hi. Yes. While all this is happening, I'm trying to build D2 still, which you're so licky. You weigh 1,000 pounds. While all this is going on, V2 is making some great progress. Look at this. Just gonna do some of this real quick. Maybe drag it a little closer to you.
Oh, in October I'll have like a 6-day weekend. So.
Yeah, what?
Like a 6-day weekend. So if this isn't like done by then, I'll come over and help.
If what's not done?
V2.
You think V2's gonna be done by October?
I mean,
Scott Bassett.
it hasn't really made much progress since my Christmas
Give her
vacation.
hers.
Indeed, we've been doing a lot. Although that being said, it's not like we haven't done stuff. Me and you've made great strides in many areas of life. Notably, a turbo truck and a working wagon.
You know, I kept thinking to myself, like, the truck was free, so I can, like, spend money on it, right? And then I have, like, well over $1,000 just in parts at this point. I still, like, owe you the money for that.
Oh, well, just the parts, really. Right?
And the possible ticket from driving unregistered. Hopefully they just drop it, because it's my first offense.
Oh, yeah.
It's only going to be, like, $250, or $300 if you count the no seatbelt ticket.
Those turkeys. But there you go. Check it out. My 6-speed case is back from the blasting guy. As close to an OEM brand new finish I could get. So it's ultra fine glass bead. Took away all the porosity. So now it's
I
super.
wouldn't even say it's
oil
close
resistant.
to. You're better than a stock finish.
Well,
Scott Bassinger.
when was the last time you had a brand new transmission from Mazda?
That's how I need to mount the speed motor on the stand.
That's actually the proper way of doing it.
Said, yo, listen up. Here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world and all day and all night and everything he sees is just blue. Him, inside and outside.
I like how the bot is actually positive commas. Yeah, so this is actually Mazda way to mount to a stand. Mazda sells the tool to do this for the block.
Mazda don't sell shit.
Well, they used to sell the tool to do that, and now they don't make it anymore. So I sat here the other day for like 20 minutes trying to figure out if I could make a factory stand, a normal just engine stand, bend in a way to do that. Actually, I can. I didn't even drill new holes. These are all the factory holes. I didn't re-drill anything. I just took apart, flipped, and adjusted things to make it work. This is how you're supposed to do it to work on Mazda engines, front-wheel drive engines, or the B-Series stuff.
Yeah, if you look in the book, that's how it shows you mounting the engine.
Yeah, Mazda has a tool just for this.
Mazda has plenty of
So
tools.
now you can access the flywheel and the transmission and stuff while it's on the stand, which is my goal, because the next thing I'm going to do is show you guys how to install the fancy crank sensors. Right now it doesn't have it there, but here on the trans, you can see I have a tone ring, which is going to go on the flywheel, and then I will show you how to drill this and fit the full sensor kit on. It is currently on Steven's trans, so I flip the camera back over and we give it a peek. His transmission, however, is not hollow like mine, so a little harder to mess with. But now that I've turned it, I'll move that and that. You can see right here, that is the sensor. That's a crank sensor, 60-2, high resolution, fantastic stuff. Yeah.
Scott Bassinger said, Hammond makes
Fine.
one for the Speed 3/6.
I wanted the Speed 3 one that has an OEM option.
I don't know if it's dry enough yet. Oh, actually.
Sean Storm said, I'm blue, W80, W89, W80, 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 W89, W80, 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 W89, W80, 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 I am blue, W80, W89, W80, WA.
Still a little bit more.
I don't think the AI quite got that one.
Sean
That's a
Storm.
little more readable. Black will probably be better.
Face with tears of joy. Sean Storm said, I'm dying.
That should only take a second to dry.
Dogs inbound. Dogs outbound.
Said, WTF was that?
It was the music. It's the AI singing songs. There we go. Not too shabby.
It just gives it a little bit of highlight so it's legible. I mean, it'll be filled in with grease eventually.
Why?
You think it's net? It's a Mazda engine. That's in its nature.
Sean Storm
That's not really.
said,
Oh.
Rifle 65 song blue.
It's the meme song. No one actually knows the name of it. You're just weird to know the name.
Echo's so glad that's me to play with. It's not 45 years old. Just put her whole head in your mouth, man.
Scott Bassinger said, rolling on the floor laughing. Sean Storm said, I had to Google it.
Aw. Speaking of old dog, Maverick! Big old man. Big old man. Hey, buddy. That's a big dog. That's a big dog. That dog. If you are a member, spam your Maverick emojis in chat. I got nothing for you guys. We got nothing for you. And there they go.
Look at that upgrade reverse sensor.
Oh yeah, I should write that down as an offering on the thing. Okay, it's 2-pin, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the anchor box off the porch.
Said, Jim got a petting zoo going on.
Find me a socket for this too if you can.
What? The sensor?
Yeah. I really don't want to use a gigantic pipe wrench again.
Scott Bassinger said, later. Sean Storm said, hi, my name is, what? My name is, who? My name is, Chika Chika, Slim Shady, hi. My name is, my name is, what? My name is, Chika Chika, Slim Shady.
Why did they shorten the what to just wah? Zach was thinking about doing a Honda build just to offset all the people who just
Sean
half-ass it.
Storm said, thanks for playing along.
The chat did pretty good for the last one. Eminem's too strong to be messed up by AI. Or actually, no. That wasn't Eminem back then. That's Slim Shady. Can't disrespect Slim like that. I don't think you have the connectors. Give me one of those weird Kia ones.
No. I had it because I already plugged it in once.
Oh.
Where did I put it after that?
It looks it has 3 different keys on it.
I know. But so do Densos, normally.
Sean Storm said, that's considered classical now.
I mean, we were still in first grade when that song came out.
Steven,
What?
I was way ahead of myself
Were you?
months ago.
Oh, did you put them with the sensors? Hey, look at that. Hey, look
We're
at
covered.
that. Bam. Look at that.
Watch your head. My goodness.
Your breath is hot. And there's a lot of it.
Story of her life, man. Clear down.
Now what? You act like I'm actually gonna hook up the reverse sensor.
You should. I wish I'd had it on Protege. I don't remember where that pigtail was, though. We seem to have taped it up. It's kind of nice when people know when you're about to back into them. So they stop.
And that's what keeps life, exciting.
Just hope for the best. Inbound dogs.
There we go. Now I can't lose it.
Outbound dogs.
I'm surprised I actually clipped on there. And I didn't crush any of the connectors.
Nice.
That's actually how you, if someone buys it, that's how you should do it. Ship it to them so they don't lose it.
Get her. Get her. Tear her up.
Not me.
Get that big dog. Get that big dog. Go get him. Go get him. Oh my goodness. Now you guys box me in. Now I gotta go around.
Did we have anything else we could do? Because we kind of did the thing really quickly actually.
You can install my flywheel.
You have the ring installed?
Nope, that's part of the video.
I thought you wanted to video that for the video.
They are flywheel already installed. I don't need to show how to put a flywheel on.
Oh, you mean for the crank sensor install video? Is what you're talking about? That what video are you doing with the whole setup?
Yeah, so it'll be the tone ring plus the sensor, all in one video.
What I'm saying is we have to. Oh, you're just gonna put the flywheel on. You're not
Yeah.
gonna install the tone ring.
Right.
Okay.
It's just something that we can do. Obviously, YouTube is still install the Bondo work. Oh, tell her. Wow.
Well, that's not too involved. You could probably get that done. Just don't want to get too involved in something because Michelle should be back any minute now.
Yeah, I guess we just wait for her
I
to
would
get back.
think.
And that one bolt does not have much thread engagement, huh?
Yeah, I cleared that so I can put the transmission in the stock location. Not scooting the engine forward.
Right.
And it worked for a very long time. Because I enjoy AC.
Look at this battle hardened case, man.
This thing's been through hell and back. There's so many strip bolt holes.
Mine's bad because my battle scars are from me not being able to separate the trans case. So I've got massive gouges in the sealing surface.
At least 3 of these are stripped out. Ugh. The back clutch mount. Where is it to? In line.
Right there.
The back one's stripped out. Or mostly stripped out. There's still threads at the very bottom. At least 3 of these are not happy. They're not stripped yet. But they're a little gross. All the important ones to Festiva people.
Did you already run the
I don't think
chaser
so.
through it?
I don't think there's enough threads to chase.
Is that from your intercooler piping?
I notched it for something. I think it was a radiator.
So this is what I have to notch on mine. Oh, did I not do that yet? Probably doesn't need done, actually.
I don't think you need to.
With my manifold, I probably don't need to.
I imagine you're running your new manifold. Kind of wild not to, honestly. Now, I think it does clear that because I think we looked at that when we test fit it on one.
Yeah, because the goal was to cut it out because I cut it out on the test trans. But since it angles it way more, I think it clears without needing that.
Honestly, I wouldn't. No, you should be able to cut it and have it blend in pretty well. Because that's all raw aluminum. And the inside's not going to be any less shiny than the outside. Like if you like smacked it off with a hammer, it's still going to be about the same shades as outside.
Sort of, it's just the surface finish. Like if I sand it's going to have sanding lines.
Don't sand it, use a die grinder. You're also just not going to see that point because your tubing's going over it.
You can say about a lot of the engine that I've been going over.
Just make the valve cover look good, that's all that matters.
Hello, little dog. You brought a stick in here. Oh, nice stick. Nice stick. Can I see it? No? Okay, fine.
But I have a video of that supercharged motor. Because I was cranking it over by hand, I think.
Don't lick me. Don't lick me.
If I can find it, that'll tell me if it's large nose or not.
You want another monster with your dinner?
With dinner, sure.
Oh, grab me a drink. Get your dogs out of her. Oh, Phil's here.
How long ago did I do that motor? Okay, it's right around here somewhere. So this transmission's probably going behind a supercharged B6 first. Just so I can clean up my B6T a little bit because it's kind of gross. My original B6T car, that when I scrapped it, I took the engine out and tore it down. And then I kind of half-assed put it back together and slapped a supercharger on the top and welded it in, so that might be going on this first. I can't find the video of it. It's just gone. It was definitely before that. There it is. Will is about to be.
Hey, Food's here. Alright, well, we'll figure it out and we'll let you know. I guess that's coming up pretty soon. What day did Sherry tell you she was picking up Macy? Okay.
Can you up the ISO on a video after the fact? Or
She
you
told me
Yeah.
she might be driving
Can
Saturday
you tell if that's a large nose or a
night
small nose?
and pick up Nala then.
It's so dark. Also, that's gonna look badass if it
Yeah,
actually fits that
yeah.
Festiva.
She's a wild one.
Looks to me like a Rio pulley.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be large nose if it's
Gotcha.
Rio. Oh, you zoomed in. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I almost forgot to ask for teriyaki.
But you didn't.
I killed it. This one's fine.
See this?
Yeah.
Bye.
I don't use teriyaki unless I get teriyaki meat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's great with the rice.
You know, it's also great with the rice. The rice.
I don't know. Too much rice in my rice? Pretty ricey.
This looks fresh as hell, though. It's hot as fuck.
Well, I guess it's the end of the stream. All that's left for us is to clean up and consider a side project.
I mean, those two people can watch us eat while they get, fed at least 3 more ads.
Yeah, while we're too quiet, Facebook should send them more of YouTube. All right, well, there you go. Thanks for everybody who joined us for this one. Solves their issue, or at least pretty sure we know what caused it, and if it happens again, we know what to do next. So, yay! So yeah, stay tuned. I'm sure next time we do some more 6-speed stuff, we'll stream some more of it. And hopefully I'll have some actual edited videos done pretty soon. Next time there's crappy weather and I'm caught up on Festiva store shipment stuff, I will edit a video and get that posted. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. See ya! with a 15-second delay, so you'd be able to say bye.